Real Action is brought to you by Pertec, with 103 service and supply centres around Australia for all your hydraulic and industrial hose requirements.
G'day, welcome to Real Action. Michael Guest, the stowaway, Jack Nolan, and we've got a new member. It's ZZ Top. No, it's actually Wade Smith. And Wade's brother Luke Smith is going to join us. Central Queensland putting on some cracking weather. Look at it behind us there, nice and calm.
Spectacular, mate.
I like that word. I love that adjective, spectacular, especially when it's talking about the weather. We're going to go out and maybe chase some squid to start with, tiger squid. Haven't done that before in this part of the world, so okay. I'm looking forward to that.
We do it a little bit differently. We do a lot of things differently here in Central Queensland.
Keep it a secret. I can't wait. I love different techniques. And then we're going to try and turn those squid into maybe a coral trout, a largemouth nanagai. Who knows?
Maybe a meal for us tonight.
Yeah, well, that's right. We will keep a few fish to eat. We let a lot of fish go in Real Action, but I've got to tell you, coral trout, got to be one of my favourites, along with largemouth nannies. Enough talk. Let's put the boat in and let's get into it. What do you reckon?
Okay, mate. Let's do it.
Let's do it. So we're about 6 miles out in one of the islands, Central Queensland, fantastic part of the world. So squidding for me and for you generally involves casting squid jigs just like these ones here. That's my favourite colour ever, that one there. So I've got that. You got the green. You're on an orange. Well, you just got what you were given.
Yeah, I was last.
You're last in. So
it's all right. Guesty picked the real manly colour.
We'll see what catches. I forget the manly thing. All right, mate. So let's cast these things out. We're going to have a bit of a. You want to drive? If you know where you're going here, or
well, I can point you in the direction I want to catch the first one.
Just be careful. 300 horsepower on the back. Just go easy there. ZZ Top. Got in there, boys.
Nice, mate.
It's hard to tell, but with the polarised sunnies, you always want to look down in the water column and see if you can see some friends coming, because then you can get your mate. In this case, it's the sharp-dressed man here, Wade Smith, can cast in back in behind, or Jacko. Jacko's standing on the front of the boat. Oh, it's a pretty good squid, this one. Nice. You can hear that drag going, but soft hands is what it's all about for these big squid, because it's relying on those sharp prongs to sort of stick into either the legs or sometimes those big long mantles. And if it's the big mantle, you can easily tear that off. They've been a little bit tough, the old tiger squid. And how easy?
Mate, teamwork.
How easy, hey?
Makes the dream work.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Sneak it up there. I might be able to pick it up without firing ink everywhere if possible. Oh, danger. Danger, Will Robinson. It's facing my way a little bit here, but if I turn that around that way, yeah.
Winner.
How good. How good. Look at the colours. You can see why they're called a tiger squid. And you do not want them to bite you. Don't you even think about biting me. So you're better off gripping them around there. They've got like a beak, like a parrot-like beak, haven't they, really? Oh. Lining up. Hey, Jacko. See Jack through the windscreen. Keep casting, mate. Look at that. Woo. So I just cast back in the same area, and straight away another squid on, so that they're actually back up in there full shore. So that's a great place. Oh, so you've come back. You've come back down from the front of the boat. I'm trying not to get inked as what's going on. Oh, that was close.
Almost.
Have a look over. Come here with me. Can we get the camera over the side and see that? That was from this feisty little fella. The big fella over here, he's struggling, mate. He hasn't got one, so hey? He's not even talking to us now.
He's a good squid guy, though. I'll give him that.
He is a good squid guy. He said, I've got one more place we can try. Let's go and try this spot. And you can see how easy that pops out. That's why you've got to keep nice, even tension on it.
I don't know about this. I'm about to go home. I just put 3 casts into the exact same spot. Nothing.
You never, mate. This is called eggy fishing in Japanese. And someone had to be the eggy master for the day.
Well, you can have the eggs. I'm going home for bacon.
Oh dear.
Marine Rescue New South Wales has more than 3,000 volunteers to help keep you safe on the water. You can log on with your local Marine Rescue base when you're heading out. You can call them back to check your marine radio is working. Best of all, they'll come to your rescue if you break down or worse. It costs a lot to provide this world-class service, so make sure you support your local volunteers whenever you get the chance. Marine Rescue New South Wales, volunteers saving lives on the water.
Wade's given me a couple of marks here, so we've just pulled up on this one here. This looks terrific, so I've flagged that in. So this is the 1 kilowatt transducer. Just even in 40 metres, sometimes it can really punch through, and I've zoomed into that sort of last 10 metres, and this looks really good. So I'll come back around and we'll get the electric motor down. We'll park on top of these fish here. So they look like they could be possibly large mouth nanagai, red emperor, who knows, in this part of the world. So I'll just move back up and park right on there. So that was my mark 771. Stop right there. So now I've got to try and push one of these blokes out of the way and try and grab a rod and get a bait down before they do. That's going to be the hard bit. As if one Smith wasn't enough. Hey?
We've got two, mate. We've got two.
We picked up another one. But what did it cost? Tell everyone what it cost you to get on the boat.
Well, I had to pull in to get a coffee shop.
Coffee shop? And you're not a coffee drinker?
I'm not a coffee drinker, mate. No. So that was foreign ground for me. I've never brought a coffee in my life.
Well, there you go. We're training him well. So there's Luke Smith. Of course, we've got ZZ Top over here, Wade Smith. He's rigging up. The sounder, actually, it's looking better and better. I reckon we've parked right on the spot. So I'm pretty excited to give it a go. We had a good time on the big tiger squid before you knocked off work.
Yep.
Mate, it is just... Well, that word spectacular was used before. The weather is just brilliant. And for us to travel, we hook the truck up and drag the big boat all the way up the highway. You want that good weather forecast. I think I've got it, Jacko. We might have nailed that bit. Let's get a bait down there.
You beauty.
Up you come. Whack, whack. Jack was just looking at the sounder. He said, "They're good fish." I went, "Good, hopefully they'll bite." And might have had one do that, hopefully. Get him up off the bottom a bit. Oh, yeah. It's a good thing with using these overhead reels. You can add a little bit more brake if you need to with your thumb. And if you need to release it, you can just let it off, or you can just use the lever and push that drag up and down when you need to. Feels like a nice sort of a fish anyway, but we'll see what we got. We did catch a fish there a little while ago. The boys did. A slaty brim. No one was happy about that. Mother-in-law fish, but looking back at the sounder, I can actually see this fish coming up through the fishwood hook, which is pretty cool to see that line going up through the sounder. That's a pretty cool picture. Hopefully I'll get colour here in a minute. We'll see what we got. Oh, mate, that's a cracker. Grab that.
Have a go at him.
Woo! Let's see if we can get this fella in. Oh, sneak my hand in there. Yeah, that's a proper fish. Yeah.
Look at that, mate.
Hey, have a look at that. That, I reckon, come back this way so everyone can see there. Lukey, come in here, Wade.
No, I'm going to catch one.
You're just,
I want to catch one.
It's not all about you. Just live in my glory for 2 seconds. That's. I'm happy to say it's my PB largemouth nanagai right there. Wow.
Seekir's finest, eh?
Woo.
How good.
That is an absolute horse. That's my PB right there.
Beautiful,
thanks, lads.
Mate. Beautiful.
We promised you a couple of good ones.
Good job.
Yeah.
We're not done yet though.
No.
We want a big trout and a big red emperor.
Oh, please stop it. Look at that. Member of the Lejanet family. So just push my sunnies back for me. I can feel them sliding off. Member of the Lejanet family. So a similar fish, your red emperor.
inhabit the same
finger
same
mark,
areas.
but they're all from that big mouth and that aggressive, feeding tendencies that they have. That's a beauty. Woo.
How good's that? The change of bait worked a trick, mate.
Yeah,
We're going up to a big fillet bait from the little pillies and the squid, and
Yeah, it was the Spanish flag that I actually caught yesterday, and I kept the fillet off it, and a legal size one, but they love a big slab bait as well. What's happening there, Lukey?
mate, we just decided to have a bit of a change up. So it landed that other cracking nanny guy just before, but the bites have been a bit slow and a bit tough, so we're going away from the standard paternoster egg. The fish look like they're hugging hard to the bottom. We're going to try just a running ball sinker down to a snelled pair of hooks with a hole pilchard, and we'll lay this out right in front of them on the bottom.
Right.
Might make the difference, but only one way to find out.
There's
isn't
only one way to find out. I think it's probably that more wafting down too, so as it
That
comes
could
through
be
the
it,
school,
yeah.
instead of getting rocketed down on a paternoster rig,
Yep.
they might be a bit more excited.
Just
so.
sit there and present a bit better.
Hey,
So
I'm going to have a cold drink after catching that. One on the board for me.
absolute cracker.
Yeah, you go, son. Let's see how you go.
I'll get into them.
There we go. Certainly not a huge fish, this one, but it's fighting a little bit differently. It's had a bit of a move. It is just an insanely good afternoon. We're about 30 odd nautical miles out to see where we are here. And yeah, it's a cool part of the world. No swell to deal with like I'd have at home. But out here with a couple of mates, doing what you love to do. It doesn't get a lot better. And this is, I don't know what that is. Oh, nice tusky. So that's a Venus tusk fish. They're a cool looking character, these things. Look at that. Beautiful looking fish. Got that bright blue dorsal fin, those purple spots on top. And he talked to the guys here. I know when I mentioned to Wavey, come over here for a second. Sorry to interrupt you, mate.
No, you're right, mate. I'm just catching.
Hanging
other
around. Oh,
things.
you've caught a cod.
Oh, yeah.
So what
yeah,
sort of
thanks.
cod's that one? That's a wide netting cod?
Yeah.
Yeah?
He's not a flash one.
You're not excited, I can
No,
tell.
not one bit.
But I said to you the other night when we're having a quiet ale and something to eat.
Oh,
What's your favourite fish to eat?
right up there. The
Venus tusk
tuskies.
fish. Yeah.
Yep.
Beautiful looking
Can't go
fish.
astray.
All right, cool. And he's taken a bit of a slab bait that I've got. I reckon it's going to be time shortly to operate on one of our squid. Been saving them up.
Waiting for the time and
Yeah,
place.
and I think it's that time of day. We might dig those out shortly.
Oh, Lukey.
Yeah,
Done it, mate. Check this out, Guesty.
Mate.
This, mate.
Are you joking?
Two trouts on the
Look-
one
look
rig.
back, bud.
Have a go at this. Yeah, buddy.
You stuck to the ball sinker rig.
Stuck to the ball sinker.
And
Those two snelled hooks. And look what we've got. Not one,
But
but two. Beautiful coral trout.
blue spot trout.
Yeah, those bar cheek.
Bar
This fella,
cheek.
yeah, they're both bar cheeks.
Oh, look out.
Hang on, we're on in the background too.
It's starting to happen. Come on.
I
Pump
bet
and
you haven't
wine.
got two.
No, I don't have. It's not a great fish.
How good's this?
Amazing. So the different trout species. So these are the barch, as you call them.
These are the bar cheek. As you, I don't know if you can
So that's
zoom in on
slightly-
there, and it's
slightly
like
longer?
a straight, longer bar. This fella's probably a bit better example. It's sort of, they're more bars, and then you got dots.
Yeah, right.
And then you got the common trout, which is basically just all dots.
And while we're going, Lady, just quickly show everyone a prettier fish. I don't think you'll see.
No, they're gorgeous when they're juveniles.
No, yeah, can I pop that out for you?
If you
Maybe.
come out, yeah.
There you go. That's a juvenile red emperor. They've got to be 55 centimetres to keep them, certainly.
Dead right.
That's an absolute, mate, that's a glorious
stunning
looking
fish.
thing, isn't it? All right, get him back as quick as you can. Pop him over the side there. He'll swim back down. Off you go, bud. Wow. It's all happening here at the
Mate,
moment.
get back to the good
I don't
fish.
think I've seen anyone do that before.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
Hey, it's the reason why
That's-
I've come fishing with you, Lukey, that's for sure. That's
Mate,
awesome.
It's taken me a good few hours though, persisting, ticking away. I haven't landed a fish all day till now,
And I'm going to have to leave you.
and I double up.
Because my rod is just in the, yep, I
Just
think
starting
I'm
to
on
tickle
there.
away.
I've got to
All
go.
right, mate.
Plenty happening. Oh, yep. Go. that's a good fish, Jacko. Oh. Yep.
Getting a couple of good bites myself.
It's the time of the day, ain't it? The sun's going down and fishing's starting to fire up a bit there, for sure. Come on, up you come. And tackle I'm using here is a 40 size overhead reel, P5-8. Nice short, powerful rod. Some 65 pound braid, and then that set up with the 3-way swivels and whatever paternos the size you like, and I'm using 10-0 chemically sharpened hooks, but this feels like not a bad fish, this one here, that's for sure. And you get those bite windows out here, tide changes, moonrise, moonset, and certainly those low light periods, and we're just starting to come into that, what is one of the more glorious afternoons I've spent on the water for a long time. So I'm going to keep pumping and winding here. All right, Jacko, grab hold of that for me, mate.
Grab the leader.
There you are.
Hey, beautiful.
That's the go. That's a nice nanny, isn't it?
Well done.
A nice late afternoon. Oh, actually, there's my other rig, and it's been snapped off. So I reckon I had 2 on at once.
Yeah.
Charging hard. He's blown his swim bladder a little bit there, so we'll be definitely keeping this fish. Yep. It won't be going back down, but that's sun going down, fish coming up.
Bit of a bite time.
Yeah, one of those key bite windows. Beautiful fish, that one. Go, mate. Go, son.
Here he is.
Woo! You got a cod as well as, oh, hang on, I'll just make sure that hook's in this fella, all right. As well as that.
Oh.
Good stuff. Woo!
Righto.
Well, maybe shake him off and get rid of that.
Get rid of that one real quick.
That's a beautiful largemouth nanny guy.
Pop him.
Pop him back in. There's your fish.
He goes back.
Grab him in there somewhere. You got him?
Yeah, bit of huffing and puffing there, but...
Yeah, it's on. See, there's that squid. That's what we turned. That piece of squid is a fresh piece of squid from those ones that we caught with Wade this morning.
I had a nice little bit cut up on the chopping board there, and you kind of sniped it, didn't you?
Didn't kind of. I definitely sniped it. There was no kind of sniping going on. It was definitely a sniperage, mate. That's a beautiful looking fish. I said that sun's going down. The bite's happening. I got sharked a minute ago, and I know you were racing to try and beat the shark that time, and you've done a great job of that, mate. Well done. And on the spin tackle, a little bit different. So three of us, 2 boys and myself, are using the overhead. You're on the spin gear, and that's certainly done the job there. Well done. What I've got here.
Come on, mate, you're knocking up.
Mate, I've been sharked, and I don't know what I've got here. I've got...
Oh, no!
I've got... Yeah, I just saw the shark then. I've got the head of... What is that, Jack?
Big China.
Big Chinaman. No wonder he's going. Unfortunately...
Look at the size of it.
Unfortunately, it's eat or be eaten here a little bit. I knew that was a good fish, the way it was going. I thought maybe Red Emperor, but...
They do play up a little bit like a red right at the start.
Yeah, that's a good fish. And unfortunately, I won't show you the whole lot, it's a bit ugly, but that's all that's left of what's a fantastic fish called a Chinaman. Anyway, I saw it right there, got eaten just there, unfortunately.
Beyond.
That's the way it is. Sun's going down. Who knows what this is? Oh man, it's a big red thing. That's just fighting weird.
It's a sideways red.
It's a Red Emperor.
Yeah.
It's coming up sideways.
That's what it was.
Let's go, boys. Sideways Red Emperor. Get him in the net. Oh, he's in. Yeah. It's not exactly how I wanted to catch my Red Emperor, but you know what? I'm gonna roll with that. He's hooked in that gill plate. That's why he's been carrying on. But I tell you, let's lift him up and sort him out. All right. We wanted a Red Emperor, and we've got one. Oh, I'll pull that out of there. As the sun goes down. Look at that.
How we go at it, eh?
Thanks to Alfabs, it's cracking catch time. If you've been getting into some ripper fish lately, then send your best fish photo in via the Real Action socials. Cracking prizes to be won every week, including a Penn rod reel and line combo, an awesome pair of Mako polarised sunglasses, along with some great gear from Valvoline to keep your marine engine and trailer lubricated.
That went from it's a good fish. It's a good fish. To a shark.
Even the plug.
I got told it was the plug to the point where I said, oh, it's going to have a fin. This smarty, ZZ Top says to me, oh, of course it's going to have a fin. It's a fish. And when I meant like a fin like a shark. And then this red head pops up. Oh, quick, get the net. And it's a red emperor. I wanted a red emperor. I wanted a big nana guy. I got my PB. Nana guy, can't complain. How much fun was the squidding? That was awesome.
Yeah.
And the scenery in there is just amazing.
Crystal clear water.
Got that big nanny. We got Venus tuskfish, the double trout.
Double trout,
Please tell everyone at home, how do you get a double trout like that? That's just, hey? You've been watching Real Action. Michael Guest, the stowaway Jack Nolan, ZZ Top, better known as Wade Smith. I've got a nickname for this bloke yet, but I'm working on it. Luke Smith, we'll catch you next time. Sun's going down. We're going to fire up the big 300 and take the big boat back. And I don't know, what's in store for tomorrow? We'll find something else to do, I guarantee it. See you next time. Bye now.
Real Action is proudly brought to you by Amarok. Born from tough love. Look after your best mate with High Pro. Pioneers in pet food.